Welcome, everyone, to A Haunting in Stratton. Penned by Ryland Mason, narrated by me, Brian Shepard. Episode 2. History Lesson. As Ryan pulled into the driveway, it was clear that no one was here. The light that he could see illuminated from the locked bedroom. This is not something that he wanted to deal with. Not on the first night, anyway. Keys in hand, Ryan proceeded to unlock the front door and walk in. No flashlight, as he forgot to grab one down at the hardware store on his way out of town. Too late now, as the place was most likely closed, and he was already home. Was it his home? He thought as he closed the door, locking it. Turning on his flashlight on his cell phone, he started up the creaky stairs to the second floor, where he would investigate this light. He already knew he would not be able to open the door, considering what happened earlier today. As soon as he hit the top landing, the feeling of dread and sadness took over as he walked towards the bedroom door. This was something new, as he never felt off or strange while in the house before, especially when he was upstairs. The feelings got stronger, almost like he was walking through a thick fog. He stopped suddenly as the light in the room turned off. All right, what's going on here? He thought as he quickly walked up to the door, trying the handle, which, no surprise, it was locked. All right, I know you're in there. I just saw the light, he said with frustration. Yet he was met with silence. No sound, no movement, nothing. He was ready to break down the door when he heard what sounded like a radio playing old-time music. Pressing his ear to the door gently, he could hear the music along with talking, as if the station was being changed. The radio sounds stopped. Keeping his ear to the door to see if he could hear anyone walking around or any type of movement. Nothing. Dead silence again. Before walking away, Ryan knew he heard a voice. A voice that said, "Get out." Muffled, yet clear enough for him to make out. As Ryan was processing in his mind what he just heard, there was a loud bang on the door, as if someone punched it. Startled and shocked, he was quick to leave the door and run down into the middle bedroom, shutting the door and locking it. This is happening. I bought a haunted house. I'm sure of it, Ryan thought, as he laid on top of the bed, covering himself with the sleeping bag he brought with him, zipping it all the way closed. Sleep tonight and deal with whatever is in the house tomorrow. Overnight, the house remained quiet. Ryan was sure that if there was any activity, he would have heard it last night, he thought as he unzipped himself from the sleeping bag. All changed, Ryan decided that he would need a few things from town if he was to start cleaning and making this his home. He also wanted to stop at the town's library and see if he could find any more information about his house. He already knows he has a ghost in the house. Ryan would like to know who it could possibly be. Maybe having a better understanding of the house and family that lived here would give him the answers he seeks. Ryan had a lot going through his mind as he made his way down to the main street of town. He decided to live in Stratton at the worst time, as there was a major manhunt for a murderer who killed a few residents in town while targeting the mayor. So, Best to grab what he needed and be on his way. He's on vacation after all. Stratton Hardware was open, as Ryan could see people walking in and out, so he parked the car and walked in. He would need all the cleaning supplies, as he was not sure what was left in the house. This meant sprays, a broom with a dustpan, a mop, and something to dust with and get all those nasty cobwebs. Arms full and walking around the corner and out of the aisle, Ryan bumped into a person, which caused him to drop a few items. "Oh my God, I'm so sorry," Ryan said as he bent down to grab the items off the floor. "Would you care for a basket? Seems like you're doing a lot of shopping this morning," the guy answered. "Yes, thank you. I'm grabbing things that were not even on my list," Ryan said as he followed the gentleman towards the front, where he held the basket out for Ryan to place his bottles of cleaning spray and sponges in. "Do you own a cleaning business or something?" "No, I just bought a house which is very old and is in need of some serious cleaning." "Must be a big house to need all this. May I recommend some reusable cleaning rags? You'll go through these paper towels like water," the guy said, smiling. "That sounds like a better idea. Thank you again, Scott," reading his name badge. "Oh, do you happen to know if the library is open yet?" he asked as he placed his credit card in the machine. It was still early, and sometimes in small towns, the library would only function on certain days and reduced hours. He was hoping for a yes, yet betting on a no. "I believe so. It's Friday, so he should be in there," Scott replied as he handed Ryan his receipt. Walking away with his handful of bags, broom and mop, he then heard, "Thanks for stopping in. Have a great day and have fun cleaning," Scott smiling away as Ryan nodded his head and walked out. Now to drop his stuff off at the car and then make his way to the library, which was nestled to the right of Town Hall. With the lights that he could see through the windows clearly on, it was time to meet this librarian and see if he could point Ryan in the right direction. The place seemed to be empty, as Ryan saw no one around at the tables, in the aisles, or even at the desk as he walked through. "Can I help you?" is what he heard come from behind him, which made Ryan jump a little before turning around to find a tall, dark-haired man looking at him through his cute wired-framed glasses. "Good morning. I'm looking for the librarian." "You found him. Or rather, he found you," the man replied. Okay. At this point, there is a little bit of a surprise that went through Ryan's mind. First, there is no way that this guy is the librarian. It was like the lumberjack traded trees for books. The look of surprise must have been on Ryan's face, as the guy stood there with a puzzled look on his. "Are you all right? You look kind of lost at the moment." "Sorry, yes, I'm fine. I'm looking for information regarding my house that I just bought," Ryan managed to get out, while refocusing on the task and not the sexy librarian guy. "Absolutely. I'm Bear, by the way," extending his hand out for Ryan to take. "Yes, I can see that. Oh my God. I just said that out loud. Sorry. Ryan, nice to meet you, Bear," Ryan said, as he could not believe what he had just said. How embarrassing. Yet, Bear just grinned. "So, Ryan, which house did you buy? And congrats, by the way," Bear asked. "Barton Hill Farm, here in Stratton," he answered. "You're joking," Bear said, as he started to laugh. However, he soon realized by the look he was getting from Ryan, this was no joke. "You're not joking. I'm so sorry, that was rude of me," I thought no one would ever buy that place after old Lady Barton finally passed. Let's see what we can find in the town archives, Bear said as he and Ryan headed for the second floor and all the way in the back. Old filing cabinets lined the back corner of the second floor, which contained town documents from far back as the day they named it Stratton. Ryan noticed that most of the cabinets went by year, so maybe he would have to start with that. Okay, so let's start with the year it was built, which was 1848, Ryan said, as Bear found the correct drawer and began his search. It seems that when the Bartons came to settle in Stratton, it was a very big deal. Thomas Barton was the shipping tycoon who ran his business out of Boston. According to the newspaper article, Thomas decided it was time to come back to the country with his family, leaving his oldest son, Harold, to run the family business. Plans for an elaborate home were planned, as the house would be designed by Henry Richardson, a sought-after architect who specialized in the Victorian style, which began its demand around 1840. The building company would be hired from the Berkshires, staying in town until the build was done. As both dug through the mass amount of old documents, it was Bear who found, let's just say, unsettling information. Death. You might want to take a look at this, he said, as Ryan took the article and sat Indian style on the floor. It says here that Miss Wilhelmina Barton, mother of Thomas, was found dead in the home 2 years after the move. Cause of death, unknown, laid to rest in the family plot. Everyone in town has heard that story. She was found by her daughter-in-law after she heard what she described as loud chanting and then a crash. When she entered the bedroom, Wilhelmina was on the floor, with a noose around her neck. The gas lighting gave out, and as she fell, she snapped her neck when she hit the floor. That's awful. Something must have happened for her to do that. I wonder if that's who won't let me in. Ryan, trailing off into thought, as he might have just found out who it is that is haunting the locked bedroom. Wait, who won't let you in? Bear asked. There is one bedroom that I can't seem to enter. I tried, and who or whatever it is in the room decided no and locked the door. A light was on when I came home from that room. I go up there and try again. Nothing but radio sounds and then a strong bang on the door, which had me running, Ryan answered. Interesting, Bear said as he studied Ryan. I swear I'm not crazy, Ryan got out, most likely due to the way Bear was looking at him. Then again, was he going crazy? And all of this made up in his head because deep down he wants the house to be haunted? It seems this question comes up a lot. Oh, I believe you. I love the paranormal. It's totally my thing. So you and the wife decided to go out and buy a haunted house? Bear asked, fishing for information. Oh no, I'm not married. I bought the house because I've always wanted a big Victorian house. I did some research and found this one, as I had to be here for work. That, and there really is nothing left for me in the city. The ex-boyfriend left me for a friend of his, so here I am, Ryan said with a smile. Or, well, trying anyway. And here you are, almost like the house found you, and at the right time. So, any chance I could come over to see this for myself? I would feel bad if something were to happen to you. You never know how bad it could get, Bear said as he stood up. If you would like to, sure. I'd love for someone to talk to. Ryan said, thinking it would be nice to have someone other than him experience this haunting that seems to be happening. That and, yes, someone to talk to. After thanking Bear for his help and making plans for him to meet at the house later tonight, Ryan was off to Town Hall to see if he could find any other records. Thanks, everyone. Till next time.